We're here, aka Peter Freako 10, and it's time for another update. Alrighty. Now, pretty much before I start, I just want to say, not a very big update as I usually show, because I really wanted to show these and get them out of the way. Well, not get them out of the way. We'll put them in my closet so I can pick a time to watch them, because a lot of these films I'm really dying to watch, and one of the games I'm actually playing right now, it's just one game, so it's not going to be like a lot of games I picked up. It's more of like DVDs I picked up. So, just call it, and a poster update too. I actually got a poster that I want to show you guys. And a couple of, and a magazine and a comic book. So it's a varied update of some particular stuff. And also just want to make it clear, the Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil review is definitely coming. But also after that, I know I said the review of Hostage will be next. That's going to change because I actually plan to do a review of a pick up in a particular series from where I last left off. In my old house, I actually started reviewing the Friday the 13th movies. Well, I'm going to pick up from there, review Friday the 13th Part 3, or Friday the 13th Part 3 3D as it was released, and Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter, which as we all know is false advertising because they made a few more after that, but that's what's coming next. But the review of Hostage will come afterwards, after I do those two. But pretty much all that aside, just want to throw that out right there. All that aside, getting into what I picked up, I got a video game. Just counting. 6 DVDs and a poster. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting with the magazines, the first one I got was for, of course, Fangoria. This time, issue 244, covering a summer page issue of over 100 pages, and pretty much this time, of course, covering Land of the Dead, which I plan to see soon. Really pumped to see that movie. I don't know. I want to get you guys' opinion on something. Would you guys like me to review Land of the Dead separate from the other George A. Romero films? Because I'm going to be seeing that one. And afterwards, would you guys like a Halloween review? Because around Halloween, I could take out the Night of the Living Dead, all those movies, and do reviews on them with this one, or would you like it separate? Because I'd like to basically get you guys' opinion on that. I want to get my thoughts out there for those films. But Land of the Dead is the main attraction for this one. The Devil's Rejects, more ghouls of undead effects, Fango's Dead Meat, The Exorcist prequel Dominion, which is what it's called, the original, what Rennie Harlin's version was going to be before he came in, and Dark Water, and also Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. So all those are very expressive, but just want to get you guys' opinion on that. Land of the Dead looks like such a fun movie. I'm reading this one right now. Those want to see what it looks like. There's Land of the Dead. That's what the issue looks like. That's the first thing I got. And the next thing that I got, reading material I should say, is actually for a comic book that's actually based off a film series that I love. This is New Line's House of Horror, because as you guys know, New Line owns the biggest names in the horror industry. And this is one of them, because they actually have a comic book deal going where they're going to take 3 of their biggest icons and actually make comic books out of them. And pretty much, this was one of them. There was Freddy, Jason, and of course, Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But yeah, this is the comic book for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And the thing that's interesting about this comic is that it's actually a prequel to the 2003 movie, because this doesn't follow the continuity of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Tobe Hooper version. This is set more in the in the remake universe as opposed to that, but basically it follows a group of juvenile kids who have escaped from prison and they're on the run, and they stop at the gas station. Of course, they get captured by the Hewitt family. But yeah, this comic, from what I've read so far, definitely doesn't hold back on the blood. It's definitely bloody. The good art design too. Definitely captures the look and feel of the movie. The characters look like they're supposed to. I like how they were able to get the detail of Arlie Ermy in there. Definitely, I think a fantastic comic for what I've seen so far. And I definitely can't wait to see where this goes. Like, there he is right there. And there's the other ones. Those I'm actually thinking again. There's the Friday the 13th one that I will get. Yeah, but there's Nightmare on Elm Street, and there's that one. But there's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre comic. And now on to the DVDs and the game. Starting off with the game that I got is actually a game that I've been wanting to play ever since I heard about this. This is a movie licensed game, which a lot of people would be surprised with, seeing as how movie licensed games usually come out like trash. But I figured, why not give this one a shot, because this is a fantastic action film from the 70s. And this was a film that I think anybody who was born in the 70s will remember. This movie was just, it was based on a book, but the movie to me was so much better. I think it had a lot more going for it than the book. I do like the differences that they made with the characters. It was just a really well-made film. Great action, great cast. I think it's a movie that represents everything about the 70s. I even have the shirt in there of it, which you guys have seen in my videos. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. The Warriors. Yeah. The Warriors for the PlayStation 2. It's also on the Xbox if you guys want to play it. But yeah, this is one of the reasons why I was so excited about this game. Is not only is it based on the Warriors movie, but it was also made by Rockstar Games, who are quite possibly my favorite video game company of all time. I reviewed Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, as you guys know, Manhunt, Red Dead Revolver. I'm getting to San Andreas soon, but I'm busy as hell playing this game. This game is just fantastic. I haven't beaten it yet because I wanted to show it in this update, but yeah, I love this game. This is how a movie licensed game should be. I'm not going to go deep into why as to love this game, but what I can say is that it takes the movie and it does its own thing with it. It's almost like Rockstar wanted to do a movie licensed game, but they didn't want to be so like, oh, follow the movie completely. Let's do our own dang thing with it. And because it starts off at the meeting, which you guys know of the movie with Cyrus, Can You Dig It, where he gets shot. But it starts off there, and then it goes into an origin story a bit, which was actually written by the company at Rockstar about how the game got their start and how they came to be, and like how they came to the area that they are. And they actually got a few of the actors from the movie back, like James Remar, to do the voices. A lot of them could come back though, probably because of like some of them have died or they just didn't want to act anymore. But I love this game. The graphics look great. It looks just like the movie. The combat, I can say, is a lot of fun. The beating up mechanic is just so much fun. You can actually throw people into stuff, which was actually a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll go deeper as to why I love this game. But that's the Warriors for what I picked up. Give it thoughts on that. Now on to the DVDs. And the next DVD that I got is for a film that I've already reviewed, but I just had to have this film in my collection. I'll see the original again soon and give a review on that, but I remember I did a review of this film already. I know when I did that film review, one of my friends was like, I don't like the film, which is fine with him, but I had a blast seeing this film. I thought it was a fun callback to action films of the 90s, almost in the same way The Punisher was. It didn't shy away from the gore. Well, it's not gory, but it did shy away from the violence. It did try to pussify it. It just because it was a reboot, it did its own thing. Granted, that could be granted just because it did its own thing. It doesn't mean it's a great movie by any means. With a lot of remakes, this I felt did it right though, and that is Assault on Precinct 13. I know my friend does not like this film, and that's fine, but I like what they did with it. I like the idea of it being set in the winter. I like the shots of the prison. It's definitely violent. I like Ethan Hawke as the lead. Lawrence Fishburne, I thought stole the show for me as the villain. Well, not the villain, like the anti-hero. Gabriel Byrne is a fantastic actor. This is the villain. John Leguizamo, I got a few laughs out of. The other actors do well for what they have to do. It's definitely not shocking like the original. Like, you won't have the girl with the ice cream cone getting shot like the original. But it was clear that was intentional, that they weren't trying to go out of their way to basically, like, make it like the original. Because they wanted to basically show that... They wanted to show that they were trying. And John Carpenter gave his blessing for this film. John Carpenter gave his blessing for this, and I think monitored the set. I could be wrong, but I like a lot about this film. I like the fact that it knows it's not better than the original. It's violent. There's some good effects, practical explosions, practical gore. It's just a fun movie. And this DVD offers up a lot. You get, like, deleted scenes. There's behind the scenes, featurettes, and look at the stunt coordinator. Definitely nice to have this at the collection. I'll definitely rewatch this again, but I like this film. I really do. But that's Assault on Precinct 13. And the next DVD that I got is for a film that I actually heard about reading one of the old Fangoria magazines. I actually saw a couple reviews on this film, and I thought it looked really interesting. And plus, it's directed by Stuart Gordon, and I never thought this would be an area that he would step into, because most of the time, I'm so used to seeing him take on the horror route, because as you guys know, of Reanimator, Return of... Actually... Yeah, Return of the Living Dead, all that stuff. Actually, no, Stuart Gordon did not do that, but From Beyond, I think. Definitely a great director. Stuart Gordon has done a lot that I love. I love Stuart Gordon as a director. He definitely knows how to do gore. Thinking of somebody else who did another film, but I wanted to get this film for a while, and I thought it looked really cool. It definitely a little bit like his Total Recall a little bit. Definitely a little bit like his Total Recall a little bit. I know one commercial said, like, a better movie than Total Recall. Come on. But this is good in its own way. That is Fortress with Christopher Lambert, Kurtwood Smith, Lauren Lachlan, Lickett Kilpatrick, among many others. Definitely looks like a fun film. In terms of features, you don't get much. You do get this little booklet of, like, production notes, which is pretty much it. But looks like a fun movie. Definitely will be one I'll be checking out soon. All you get is a 2 theatrical trailer and cast notes, all that jazz, but definitely will tell you guys what I think of it. Next DVD that I got is for a film that I honestly thought looked so much fun. It looked like a mix of an action kind of buddy cop film and a zombie movie. I thought it looked really fun. It's directed by Mark Goldblatt, who did The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren, so should be good. And it has 2 fantastic actors in it. That is Dead Heat, which is a film that was directed by, as I said, Mark Goldblatt. It stars Treat Williams, Joe Piscopo, Vincent Price is in this too. Basically, it's about 2 guys who are cops. Treat Williams' character. Treat Williams, you guys know from Deep Rising. He gets killed, and his partner, played by Joe Piscopo, pretty much finds out, pretty much resurrects him, and pretty much decides that they're both going to try to figure out the murder while fighting this zombie invasion going on. And looks like a really fun film. You got effects by Steve Johnson. You guys see in the back there. This is an Anchor Bay DVD release. Vincent Price is also here too, so it should be a lot of fun. Again, very cool makeup effects by Steve Johnson, who did the effects for Punisher, Species, Blade 2, among many others, but should be a really fun film. Definitely should be a really fun film. I like the idea of it, the mix a little bit. In terms of features, definitely great to have this on DVD too. I've been looking for one with features, because there's another DVD out. This is the newer DVD, but there's another DVD out that has absolutely nothing on it. Just a bootleg. It looks like a bootleg edition, but this is an Anchor Bay release, and it's much better. It's a widescreen. There's audio commentary by director Mark Goldblatt. Producers David Helpern, Michael Meltzer, writer Terry Black, brother of Shane Black. Deleted scenes, Mifid promo. There's an original electronic press kit. There's a 2 theatrical trailer. There's a poster gallery, original storyboard art, and a DVD original screenplay. So there's a lot to have. This is the Diva Max series edition. So definitely a great edition. I'm definitely excited to check this film out. I've never seen this film. I've seen clips of it a bit, so it could be a really fun film. Definitely like the look of it a bit. The zombie designs look really well done too. I know this film suffered from cuts by the MPAA a little bit. I could be wrong, but could be a fun film. I'll give my thoughts on it once I've seen it. And the next DVD that I got, this is for a film that I figured why not see. I like these two together, and I like Half Baked, so I figured why not check this film out. Could be a funny film. I like Redman too, and I think you guys know what film I'm talking about. That is, of course, How High. Made in 2001, directed by Jesse Dillon, helped out by Jersey Films. Method Man, Redman, they're two guys who are pot smokers, and they end up getting into this college. And got a good cast here. You got Oba Barnatode, Mike Epps is also in this. Mike Epps from Next Friday and Friday After Next. Jeffrey Jones is also in this from Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Howard the Duck. Fred Willard from Anchorman. That's him on the back, by the way. And many other stuff. Definitely looks like a fun film. In terms of features, you got a making of special, hysterical feature commentary with Method Man and Redman, outrageous deleted scenes and uncensored outtakes. There's a game called Hide the Stash. I don't know what that is. Don't want to know. Outrageous deleted scenes and uncensored outtakes. Exclusive Hide the Stash game. There's music video. I already said that. There's music videos. Method Man, Redman Part 2, and Jonelle, Nell, and Method Man Round and Round remix. So there's music videos and whatnot. There's 2 theatrical trailer and cast, all that jazz. Looks like a funny movie. I love Half Baked, so this should be good too. But How High? And only 2 left that I want to show. This DVD right here is one that, for a film that I never thought would see the light of day. I've been looking for this film for a while on a good DVD. It's finally come out. I really wanted to see this film. It looked like so much fun. Directed by Scott Spiegel, who actually directed From Dusk Till Dawn 2. And the fact that this is in the original unrated director's cut is something that is a blessing to have. I've never seen this film. I've heard people say they like this film a lot. I will see it soon. And definitely looks like such a fun slasher film and a cool idea for one too, and that is Intruder. This is the unrated director's cut. I think was pulled out by Full Moon. Looks like such a fun film. Basically, it's these people in this grocery store and they all get killed off there. You got the one guy from Evil Dead 2, Bobby Joe! Bobby Joe! I can't do his voice. He does it. Bobby Joe! Where are you, Bobby Joe? Bobby Joe! Like, I can't do it. I really can't do it. We got people like Bruce Campbell in this in a small role, very small role. I know it says on the cover that he's top billing. No, he's only in it for a couple seconds. Sam Raimi is also in this. I think Ted Raimi is too. Actually, no. Elizabeth Cox, Danny Hicks, Renee Estevez, among many others. Tom Lester. And special makeup effects by K&B, Greg Nicotero, Howard Berger, and Robert Kurtzman. So, should be a lot to offer. But that's Intruder. Looks like such a fun slasher. Okay, my thoughts on that. And the last DVD that I picked up, this is for one that I've been really looking to see. For quite a while. I didn't think I would like this film, but from the clips I've seen of it, it looks like such a fun film. I don't have the case for it, I just have the disc that I got because like the case was in such bad shape that I figured just get a separate case for it. That is Life Force. Yes, Life Force. Directed by Tobe Hooper, did Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Fun House. Looks like a really fun vampire movie in space with great cast too. You got people like let me get this person's name. I've written it down. Steve Rao's back. You got Peter Firth. I think Patrick Stewart has a small role in this. Nicholas Ball and introducing Matilda May. Yes, right there. And special makeup effects by Don Dykstra, I think his name is. Looks like a really fun movie. Definitely looks like a fun film. I've never seen it before. As I was going through the store, I was getting this DVD. My dad was like, that's actually a good movie. I actually kind of like that film. So, should be a lot to offer. But those are the DVDs I got. And the last thing I want to show is actually a poster that I got. And this is for one up there. This is for one of my all-time favorite slashers up there. And that is the poster for My Bloody Valentine. Harry's out to steal your heart. Love that poster. I was actually kind of surprised I found that one because everywhere I've tried to find that, it's either in bad condition or it's so like hard to see, or they do it so horribly that I can't even make it out. I don't even want it. That is probably the best condition I ever found that poster, and it looks so great. I can't believe I even found that. That's a fantastic slasher too. My Bloody Valentine is one of my all-time favorite slashers. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you check it out. I'll give a review on it in the future. But that's pretty much an update I have for right now. If you guys have seen any of these films, tell me, or you played any of the games, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I'll see you guys later. Tell me what you guys think of the update. If you guys, as I said, tell me if you've seen any of these. Do you guys have any of these films? Tell me in the comments below. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time on the wonderful world of YouTube. Stay tuned for my review of Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. Bye.